What is up, my dudes, and that one girl who's just looking for some more sweet Sportster love? I got you, one girl. This is Bikes, Beards, and Brews. Let's kick that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we kick this one off, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. New videos are coming weekly. Ring that bell, you know when they drop. Let's get the other stuff out of the way. Want to save 10% on our Cardo communicator or save some money on some Beyond Riders gear or some Hogworks gear? Then you should definitely check my referral links down below. Want to support me and all my do-gooderness like these cool guys here? Boom! Then you should become part of the Brew Crew and join the coffee page down below. Want to know why I'm asking you for money? Well, next to those 10,000 Amazon affiliate links that also go to a good cause is a link explaining what I do with your money. Get it, got it, cool, let's move on. All right, guys, so today we are going to be working on the Sportster some more, and I am going to be unveiling the theme for the Sportster. So some of you may be checking out the theme going, oh God, I've been watching this for how long? And some of you may be like, yeah, and some of you may just not care at all. But there is a theme. I'm going to reveal it today because we're going to start putting on some of the parts that actually have the theming on it, can't miss it, and we're going to get into this. So part of what we're going to be doing today is removing this battery tray because we're going to be replacing the oil tank on the other side. The battery tray is actually bolted to the oil tank. The oil tank's bolted to the frame and some other stuff. I don't exactly know. I've kind of looked at it. We're going to dive in and figure this out. But yeah, the goal is to get this oil tank off and replaced with the new one and get that much closer to getting this bike put together for Laconia. We'll probably do some other stuff as well. I don't know. We'll see how it's going to go. Looks like it's going to rain again. I got a bunch of stuff in the driveway to make room in here. Room. Seriously, who wants to come clean my garage for me? Hook a brother up. But yeah, so we're going to take care of all of that. And let's get into this, shall we? So one of the other things I mentioned in the last video is I want to clean up these strut covers now that I had access to them. As you can see, they're pretty nasty, but they're not horrible. They're just dirty, and they've got some layers on them. I mean, they're not destroyed or anything, but they've definitely got some layers of grime on there, and they need some love. So I have this product. I'm not endorsed by him. The Mad Detailing Supplies Iron Eraser. It is supposed to be paint, metal, and aluminum safe. So I actually tested it a little bit and I cleaned up the heads on this engine. These looked way worse than these do. And these are shining like mirror shine right now. So I want to actually just show you how this stuff works because I was fairly impressed. I also didn't read the instructions. I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong and I'll come back out later and all the chrome will be gone. But yeah, I didn't spray it directly on the heads, nor will I spray it directly on these struts, nor will I know how to turn it on correctly. There we go. Little on a cloth. Honestly, it kind of looks like Navy jelly, if any of you guys know what that is. But yeah, it smells pretty nasty too. But man, it works. Like, no cuts in this film. I just you know, went straight at this. So I want you to see like the difference and how easy it is to do. Because if you've got chrome on your bike, if you've got like something shiny you want to take care of, this might be your answer. I don't remember where I found it. I think it might have been something that I saw on like Facebook and I was just like, hey, you know what? I'll give it a try. And this is literally my first time trying it. And fairly impressed. Like, you can still see some marks and stuff on there, and that's just the damage to the strut piece. It's not going to make the damage go away. So yeah, if you like that, if you've got the chrome and all that fun stuff, go hunt around for this online. Mad Detailing Iron Eraser, Iron and Rust Remover. You can pause the film and check that out later. But all right, let's get over to the bike now. All right, so I gave the bike a little turn just so you can kind of hopefully see what I'm doing a little bit easier. But yeah, we're working on getting this tray out. Hopefully there's not a nut behind this bolt. Make it easy. Looks like it's not. Cool. Sweet. This could be one of the easiest things I've done on this bike so far. Let's keep that all together because we do intend on putting this back. Oh, look at that. We have hoses connected to it. Why are there hoses connected to the battery tray? Come on. Harley, can't like one thing just be one thing? Not like a dozen things. It looks like there's some other bolt connecting that as well. Man, all right, let's see if we can see underneath that. All right, see something. Something very hard to get to. Awesome, thanks Harley. I need one of those motorcycle lifts. Clearly this whole like close to the ground thing, it's not working out for me. I'm unbolting the oil tank. I'm not figuring out where this tray is going apparently. Oh wait, no I am. All right. Different angle, things look different. I don't know. I'm going back to bed. Clearly I don't know what I'm doing. So I actually don't even know if I have to take the battery tray off now because I do have it separate from the oil tank, which was the important part. But let's see where that hose goes. I think it's part of the oil tank. Like what does that even do? It just goes to the tray and it stops. Why? What's the point? Like what are we doing? Oh man. All right. Let's get the bolts off for the oil tank, see if we can easily get this off. I see another nut up here that has to come off, so all right. Found at least two. There's a third one right there. Cool, cool. Should be able to get a clean shot at those with a socket, so let's do that. Make life a little easier. I also don't know if this oil tank's just gonna fall off when I do this, so I'm trying to hold on to it at the same time. So here's the other thing, because clearly I don't think things through. There's still oil in this. All right, let's see if this is free enough. It's connected by the hoses. One of them goes to the battery tray, which I guess could be good, because that means I could get clean bucket underneath this, pop that hose, drain the oil, and it's just going to come from this tank and not from down below. And that should be a very neat and clean way to do this. All right guys, so I found a clean bucket. That should be perfect for holding the oil that would be in that tank. If not, well, looks like we're gonna be putting down a lot of kitty litter, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure this right here, no problem. The other thing I did is I went ahead and grabbed the new oil tank. So with that, let's show you the theme of the bike, or at least part of the theme. So this is the new oil tank. Do you know what that is? Do you? This was actually custom made by Brock Black Designs. He's the guy who does all the skulls and all the other custom stuff that I have on the Road Glide. This is very three-dimensional. If you don't know what it is, hang out. I'll tell you a little bit later in the video. But yes, that is the new oil tank, and that is very much part of the theme of the bike. So let's go ahead and see about swapping this out. See if we can catch any sort of messes that may occur. All right. Should be easy enough. And overall, this is perfectly acceptable because I have a whole oil change kit over there, filters, like oil, all that stuff, no big deal. So yeah, we're just gonna let that drain down a little bit more, and then we'll get it removed. I'll probably just plug that hose just to get everything off, and then we gotta move all the parts over to the new oil tank, and then we'll get the new oil tank installed. All right, let's see if that comes off. Now, we got another hose up top. Got a breather hose up top we gotta take care of. Hose is looking a little ratty where it connects. I have plenty of slack going on. I think I might cut it right at the edge here. There's another hose. Why there's so many hoses? Where are all these hoses going? Got it. Success. All right. So we got to move over all of this stuff and that hose to the new tank so we can get everything installed correctly. So let's get into that. Now, before I put this back in, I just want to compare it to that one and make sure that everything is correct, because this is an aftermarket, so my luck, there's extra hose ports, I don't know. And I just want to make sure that everything looks the way it should look before I try and get this back in, hooked up, and have to take it out for some dumb reason. Looks good. Let's go for it. See if we can get it in without scratching anything. All right, I'm just going to get the nuts on loosely, make sure nothing falls off while I'm trying to reconnect all the hoses. Cool. All right, let's connect that bottom hose on the other side first. That's the trickiest. I might have to cut it down a little bit. It seems a little bit longer. This sits a little bit different for sure. Oh, I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. All right. Let's just get it all the way on there. Cool. First clamp tight. Let's get to the other side. And they say size doesn't matter. Nice tiny little socket. Take care of that, we're good. So let's go ahead and get the battery tray back on. Actually, let's tighten all this stuff up first, and then we'll get the battery tray back on. And we should be pretty close to done on this part. It's the downside to aftermarket parts. Not everything lines up exactly, so you gotta force it, for lack of a better terms, without breaking any welds or punching any holes, that is. We have a battery tray. Hoses are reconnected. Nothing's being pinched. Everything's moving freely. Cool. Excellent. All right. So that is good. We are good. That's one more thing, a little bit closer. That's awesome. All right. So obviously I'm not going to leave you without showing you the oil tank, right? So let's check it out. And I will let you know what the theme of the bike is going to be in the process. All right, so there is the oil tank. It is installed. The hoses are connected. I love that whole like 3D sort of thing, like he's popping right out. For those of you who don't know, this is the Hatbox Ghost. He is part of Disney's Haunted Mansion. I actually have him tattooed on both of my arms. One where his head is here, one where his head is in the box, left arm, right arm. So this bike is going to be themed Haunted Mansion. The reason for that is because, again, Ed had this bike purple. He really liked that color. He liked the way the bike looked. So I wanted to do something that kind of honored him. I'm not a big fan of purple, so I was trying to figure out a way to work this in. And Haunted Mansion has a lot of purple theming in it, so that's what we're going to do. So yes, the paint is going to remain purple, but it's going to be a different purple, and I've got a few other little things that I plan to be doing with the tins on this to kind of separate it a bit, but we are going for a Haunted Mansion theme. I actually have a couple other parts that Brock Black Designs also made that are going to be rolling out. Honestly, the air cleaner is insane. Like, you want to see this air cleaner. This was something that Brock himself, we were talking, he had never tried before. He's like, let's see if this works. If it does, awesome. If not, I'll fix it for you. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. So I am super excited for that, but that's going to be like one of the last things that go on this bike. We're getting closer. We are. I just had the springs on the shocks powder coated. I'm sending those down to Suspension Technologies. They're going to be custom building the shocks for this bike. I'm very excited about that as well. That will probably actually be the last thing that goes on this bike because they're going to be installing them up at Laconia. So I'll have to drive around with the crappy shocks to at least get to Laconia. whatever, that's fine. Aside from that, I think pretty much all the parts are here. The paint is here. We're gonna start diving into this a little bit more and more, and we need to get this done by Laconia. So that's what we're aiming for. All right, guys, that's what I've got. What do you got? Did you see this coming? Because I left a lot of hints. I did. Go back and look. You'll see a lot of hints. Sound off down below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, share it with family, share it with that one Disney adult you know who loves the Haunted Mansion. So you know I have a few more followers watching me build this bike. It'll be great. They love this stuff, trust me, or they will. And I'll see you all on the flip side.